This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Sophia Yvette.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Are you in need of a consultant? Well, one may be closer than you think. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing our good neighbor, Brittney Rupert with Rupert Consulting. Brittney, it is fantastic to have you on the show today. Now, we are so excited to learn all about you and your business. Please start off by telling our listeners just a little bit more about your company.
Yeah, thank you, Sophia, for having me. It's an honor. We are Rupert Consulting, and we are a financial services company that specializes in bookkeeping and also fractional CFO services. We've been in business for about 5 years, a little over 5 years, and we just love to help businesses understand their financials. And we do that with bookkeeping and also, just helping them with all the questions that they have about their growing business. We serve businesses all over the United States. Most of them are here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and that's really cool that we get to see them on a daily basis. And we serve all sorts of different industries, over 60 industries like jiu-jitsu studios, all the way to like e-commerce, large e-commerce companies. So, yeah.
Wow. Now, getting back into your story a little bit more, right? Let's go back in time here for a second. How did you originally get into this industry?
Yeah, I think it started at an early age. My family created kind of this legacy of entrepreneurship. My parents both had businesses, and I can remember, as a young child, seeing my dad have like a handwritten ledger where he had like all the revenue and all the expenses and all the different details of his business were in this notebook. And he sat down and explained it to me one day. And I think just that's when the love affair began with numbers and bookkeeping in particular. And then I went on to college. I got a bachelor's degree in finance and economics, and then kind of started off in the banking and investment banking industry. And then I guess about 20 years ago, I had the opportunity to work for an amazing family business that was in the construction industry. And I handled, it was a very small business at the time, and I handled a lot of different things. Small businesses, you wear a lot of different hats. And so I handled anything from insurance to HR to employee benefits and obviously like the accounting and bookkeeping. And during that 10 years that I was there, they grew over 300%. And I got to see this rapid growth, but also like all the changes that need to happen for businesses as they're growing. We had to keep up with technology. Our financial reporting processes were different, and the hiring looked different, and all of those things. So that was a great education. And then we moved to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And I'm actually from here, but then, we kind of moved and came full circle and came back. And I knew that I wanted something to open something and tackle a new business. And so I figured this is what I know and love. And it just took off from there.
So, Brittney, I have to ask you, how does your background influence the business owner you are today?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that a big part of me growing up was understanding how important people are and just how valuable those relationships are in our life, not to take them for granted. And so I had a lot of different mentors and colleagues and fellow business owners that have just poured into me over the course of my life. And the first job I ever had was at a bank in a small town, and the president of that bank said, don't just figure out how to do something, but understand why you're doing it. And that's really served me well. So I think I've just been very blessed to have a lot of amazing people in my life just kind of guiding me.
Well, amen to all of that. Now, we are going to switch gears here for a second and talk about growth. Now, we don't know that marketing is the heart of every business. So today, who are some of those ideal clients that you want to help, and how are you attracting them?
Yeah, I was at a networking group this morning and we were talking about this exact thing of what's your ideal referral. And I love the kind of the serial entrepreneur, the person that is like constantly opening a business and making it succeed and selling it. And just to develop that relationship with them is really, really special and really cool. But I love and I have a heart for people that have a passion and they want to turn it into a business. And so we definitely serve all different sizes of businesses. And I think a lot of the advertising and marketing that we do happens through networking, just kind of effortlessly and through those relationships that we're building, as we're meeting new people. And so there's several networking events that I go to, networking meetings that I go to on a weekly and monthly basis, and that's really, really helped me a lot. So.
Now, in terms of, expanding on what you're already doing, have you ever thought about having your own podcast for the business before?
I know my administrative assistant is on right now, and she's probably like, yes. Yeah, I think it would be so amazing, just as kind of more of an educational platform, right? To kind of demystify and kind of clarify some of those things that about your financials, about the financial landscape that a company goes through, and just kind of help people understand that a little bit better and feel more comfortable with it. And also know that like they are not going through this alone, that there are other business owners out there that are going through the exact same struggles.
Wow, 100%. I really love your teamwork mindset. Now, let's get back into, what really makes your business stand out. What is the number one takeaway you would like our listeners to gather from all the wonderful information that you shared today about Rupert Consulting, if they can just take one thing with them?
Yeah, I would say this is not just a business to me. This is a ministry, and faith is a huge part of my life, and so I just really love to partner with business owners. Each one of my clients is extremely unique, and everybody has a unique story, and I think that just plays into how they do business and their preferences. And so we really just try to build a bookkeeping and financial framework for them that is really going to help them be successful.
Wow, that is so beautiful. And you can really feel the love for what you do. Now, one final question for you. Where can our listeners go to learn more about Rupert Consulting?
Yeah, they can check out our website at rupertconsulting.net. And they can also email bookkeeping@rupertconsulting.net. And, if you want to catch me on Friday mornings at 8 a.m., I will be at the Argyle Business Association.
Well, Brittney, I really appreciate you being on the show today. We wish you and your business the best moving forward.
Thank you so much for having me, Sophia.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpfrisco.com. That's gnpfrisco.com. Or call 469-221-9345.